The Northern Territory government is offering land to develop a short-term workers' accommodation village in Darwin, but it's the same block that was offered 2 years ago. The opposition's crying foul, but housing advocates argue more affordable housing is needed to ward off a spike in rent driven by the INPEX project.
This bushland in Marara is being offered at a peppercorn rent to house 250 workers on major projects like the new prison and the marine supply base.
Existing services today allow for 250 in the accommodation, but with not much of a change, you could bring it up to its full capacity.
If that looks and sounds familiar, it is.
This is about housing and expanding a population, a growing economy here in the Northern Territory.
2 years later, the block and the plans are the same, but the government argues the economic landscape has changed.
There was a fair bit of interest, but it didn't quite stack up because these major announcements had not been made at that point.
The opposition says there's been too much talk and not enough delivery.
And if they compacted every press release that they had put out in the last 2 years, making promises that are unfulfilled, you could probably build a workers' village out of it.
Housing advocates say the Territory government needs to attract not-for-profit housing associations that offer lower rents in southern cities under the federal government's National Rental Assistance Scheme.
Then they can actually build a facility GST free, they've got charitable status and they can offer the rents at a lower price.
NT Shelter says if the Territory doesn't provide more affordable housing options, no amount of workers' accommodation will stop rents climbing in the rest of the market. Rick Hind, ABC News.